gross! Sir, what are you doing? Hey guys, it's Devin Harrington, the Average Gen Xer. Welcome back to my channel. This coming Tuesday, October 2nd, is the 1-year anniversary of this channel. And so on this channel, I talk about things that I find interesting. And today we are going to take a look at some stories from the subreddit AITAH. And if you're unfamiliar, that means, am I the asshole? Am I? And so with 2.3 million members on this subreddit, people write in anonymously and they tell the situation that they're in. And then people will say NTA, not the asshole, or YTA, you're the asshole. But some of the stories they tell are unbelievable. Okay, so I swear I did have a bunch of these saved, and my account didn't save them. So let's just randomly see what happens. Am I the asshole for telling my wife she is not worthy of what she's asking for her push present? So right out of the gate, I want to know what's going on here. My wife and I have been together for 5 years. She's pregnant with our first right now. A few days ago, she sends me a TikTok video of a woman over one of those extremist podcasts talking about deserving some kind of a push present. At first, I didn't even know what that meant. But when I looked it up, it's basically a thank you gift to the woman who brought your child into the world. Yes, sir, you are correct. And there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, you do labor. And but the fact that it's become a expected cultural norm is a bit annoying. He goes on, this concept is and still seems very strange to me. I understand seeking appreciation from your husband for what women go through during pregnancy and childbirth, but it's the materialistic part that gave me the ick. The woman on the TikTok went on and on about how it's a body for a body, which meant the man would have to get a permanent tattoo on his lower body, give her a house and a car as a gift exclusively to her. What now? I felt that those expectations are very entitled, honestly, a little vindictive, envious. Permanent tattoo part, and very over the top for my taste. The decision to bring a child into the world is both partners' decision. True. My wife, in our case, is not forced to be a mom or to be pregnant. She wants to be a parent too. I simply replied to the TikTok with laughing emojis and moved on, thinking it was the end of it, and probably thought that she meant to send that TikTok as satire. Like, oh, look how dumb this woman is, thinking she deserves all that. She was in the other room when I reacted to the video. So she comes to me and tells me that she doesn't expect a tattoo and a house exclusively for her, but she wants me to dip into my personal savings to get her a car exclusively for her. I don't know why he has to keep saying that. I looked at her, almost shocked, and began laughing. I thought my wife and I had similar views on how extremist people can be, and I was wrong. I thought she was joking, and I pressed her if she was actually serious. She got very annoyed that I thought she was joking and probably imitating the entitled woman on the reel, and she flatly said that she expects a real push present. Wow, Big Mama is pissed. I said that her gift is the gift of parenthood. Aw, come on, dude. No. That's not cool. And the realized outcome of a healthy baby. And materially speaking, I'll probably gift her a Mother's Day card, a day out, or some jewelry. She wants total under $700, but nothing more. I said, if she really wants an extra car, it'll be our car, not just hers. She pressed more and said how it isn't enough for what she will go through. And he did say earlier it's their first child, so she doesn't really know what she's going to go through. I guess you never know, but she's never experienced it before. She kept pushing and pushing and asked me, she kept pushing and pushing, no pun intended, and asked me if I think she's not worthy enough. Oh my God. I told her she is worthy as my partner and the mother of my child, but she has to be realistic and realize that none of us, individually speaking, is worthy of what she's asking for. That she has to manage her expectations, because I don't see why she feels she deserves that. It came out wrong, but I didn't mean to dismiss her as a person. She isn't speaking to me and is crying, arguing about it. I heard her criticizing me to her sister on the phone, but under no circumstances would I ever consider gifting her a car. Her is in caps. Interesting. Under no circumstances. And they're married, right? He said wife at the beginning. Sorry, my mouse is dying. My wife, yeah. So they are married. That's kind of crazy. And he finishes with, under no circumstances would I ever consider gifting her a car. I feel bad. She is hurting right now, but I don't feel bad for giving her a reality check. So I am going to say he is NTA, because come on, be real. If that you don't run your life around what's on TikTok. I mean, come on. But he should get her something nice. And so the comments, first person says, for the love of Cheez-Its, I wish people would stay off those stupid fucking TikTok videos. Yeah, see? Exactly. Next person says, I almost choked as I was eating Cheez-Its when I read this. Best response today. Next person, NTA. The idea of giving a gift to a mother after labor isn't surprising to me. It's a nice gesture to show appreciation and help her feel better after everything. But it really depends on the couple and their financial situation. Flowers, jewelry, or other gifts with prices varying based on what you're comfortable with. However, asking for a house, a car, and a tattoo, seriously, is over the top. And unless you're extremely wealthy, it's completely unreasonable. Amen, sis. Say it with an Irish accent. Okay. This next person says, yeah, men and women are developing some very, very out there expectations. And I swear it really, TikTok, it is so dangerous in that way. That my push present was sushi right after the little one was born. I really wanted sushi the whole time I was pregnant and couldn't have any. And I was jonesing for some. This person says, I had hyperemesis gravidarium that went away almost instantly. My push present was my husband getting me a big bag of Arby's beef and cheddar sandwiches and sneaking it into the hospital after visiting hours. I was starving and cried while I ate it. This is so crazy. So if you watch my content, you know I like to tell stories from my life from back in the Gen X days. So just real quick, my mother had me in 1970, and she said she screamed for 17 hours. And then she sent my father down the street to Bee's Subs in Methuen, Massachusetts, to get her a roast beef sub. So that's really funny that this lady said that. Just another comment or two. NTA, influencers are literally ruining people. Totally. My present after successful deliveries was my husband knowing that he's a rotten cook. So he bought groceries and enlisted our loved ones to fill our freezer and heat and eat meals. He also chopped ingredients for them and cleaned up their kitchens. He started this project about a month before the due date of our firstborn, skipping his gym time so that it was a very sweet surprise. Wow, that's so wonderful and thoughtful, as this person says. Yeah, super nice. Okay, so this man is NTA. Let's find another one. I'm just like rolling the mouse here and going to see what comes up. Co-worker's wife that he's bragging at work about cheating on her with her younger sister. Would I be the asshole for telling my coworker's wife that he's bragging at work about cheating on her with her younger sister? I work at a restaurant and I overheard this new guy that just started recently who is super shallow bragging a lot about how easy it is to cheat on his wife and how he has been using work as a cover for years. Scumbag. To get away with it because she's so naive, he's even able to do it right under her nose with her younger sister. Gross. Sir, what are you doing? If all this wasn't already repulsive enough, he's let on that his younger sister is still in high school. Oh, no. I'm pretty sure that's not legal in our state, but my partner tells me I shouldn't say anything because it's none of my business. But I found his wife's contact info easily because she apparently works for the state. Oh, gosh. I'm so conflicted because I don't even really work in the kitchen with him, but I can't help but feel grossed out and want to tell his wife everything. Would I be the asshole for doing that? This is the kind of thing that people really take sides on this issue. Some people really feel like you stay out of other people's relationships. But I always think, what, you know, I've been cheated on, and I wish, somebody would have told me. And I'm sure most people that have been cheated on would rather someone have taken them aside and told them what was going on so they could deal with whatever they were going to do. I wouldn't want to be made a fool of like that behind my back. So I don't think this person is NTA in my book, but let's see what the comments bring us. NTA, she deserves to know, and if the sister is in high school and he needs to go to jail because he's a PDF file. Exactly. If she comes into your workplace, ask him in front of her if this is his wife or the younger sister he brags about fucking behind her back. Epic. Yeah. She needs to record him saying it and sending it to the wife. Personally, I would leave an anonymous voice message and tell her if it was me, I would like to know. Yeah. I think that is the most sensible answer. You would not be the asshole for telling his wife. He's bragging about cheating with a minor, which is not only immoral, but likely illegal. And if you feel uncomfortable involving yourself directly, you could report the situation anonymously, either to authorities or someone else in a position to help. Ignoring something like this might enable harm to continue. So, yeah. Why would you embarrass the wife that way? Yeah, because he's an awful human being. He's a trashy person. Dad gave away my deceased mom's wedding and engagement ring to his new wife. Ew. My parents were married for 46 years before my mom passed away in 2020 after a long battle with cancer. My dad remarried in 2022, which I can accept as someone who was lonely and longing for companionship. However, one night they came to my house for dinner and she was wearing my mom's wedding ring. I refused to go to the wedding, and In the few encounters I have seen her since, I have been very short. I'm not usually one for confrontation. However, expressed before to him that I was disgusted and coined it as disgraceful that he would do that, which, yeah, you don't give your first wife's wedding set to your second. That's so cheesy. That is cringe. That is big time cringe. He used the excuse that he didn't have the money to buy her a ring yet they had traveled all over Europe together for the past 2 years. Oh my God. Lately, I have had a recurring dream of my mom crying that my dad gave away her ring and waking up completely distraught, which led me here tonight. Oh my God, this poor girl. I think it's a girl. Am I the asshole for not forgiving my father and his new wife for this? Or for not going to their wedding, which she holds against me as disrespectful? Edit. A couple things of context I should add based on some unpopular responses. If anyone knew my mother's personality, she would have never been okay with this, and would be rolling over in her grave at the thought of him remarrying, let alone giving away my mom's ring. We never discussed what was to happen with the few material possessions left in death. My two siblings and I paid for the funeral. My parents had nothing left at the end of my mom's life because both of their gambling addictions. Oh, what a tangled web we weave. 2, the ring was a custom design piece, so it was unique, not a simple generic ring. Ugh. And 3, a few people are misconstruing that I am upset that I didn't get the ring. No, I think she's just strictly about her father giving the ring to his new wife. That should just be put away as a symbol of what, his past life was. And then who cares? I mean, the guy was all over Europe, so he has no excuse to say, I can't afford to buy her a new ring. That's so fucking cheesy. What hurt or sat uneasy with me is not that my father remarried or that I didn't get a ring from my mother, but rather that morally he and this woman thought it was okay to gift my mother's wedding ring to her less than 2 years after she passed from cancer. A ring that was a token of his undying love for my mother. It's a gazillion% a dilemma of morals, not possessions. Agreed, 100%. Edit 2, thank you. I have read and responded to many. The majority was overwhelmingly understanding of my stance. I seek to find closure in this that I may never find, but need to set my own morals and traditions to live by and grow by my own well-being. For my own well-being, my kids, and my family. I can't continue to let this haunt me. R.I.P. Mom. So this posting seems to have been pretty cathartic. And I think that's why a lot of people do post, because what a cool, I'm fascinated with Reddit. I've said this before on my channel. It's like my guilty pleasure. But I just love it how you can be anonymous and tell your story, and people all over the world, are able to give their opinions. I don't know. I just think it's cool. Maybe I'm a dork. Okay, so let's see some comments. Your dad's new wife is wearing your deceased mom's wedding ring. That's a new level of awkward family dynamics. Maybe suggest to your dad that he could have given her a different family heirloom instead. Just saying. Yeah, exactly. True. But he could have, he should have given her not the wedding set. I have to ask, did OP's dad even let his new wife wear OP's mom's wedding dress as well? Because it sounds like it wouldn't be out of the realm of possibilities. Another person said, or perhaps give your cheap-ass father money to buy her another ring in exchange. If he refuses, go no contact. He obviously doesn't value you much at all. Yeah, the dad is a dick, it sounds like. He sounds like one of those older guys who was married for almost half a century in the 20th century and is used to having a woman around to clean up after his ass and feed him and, tell him where to go and what to do with himself. So there's a lot of older guys out there like that. Okay. Am I the asshole for slapping a guy after he almost unzipped my bra at the beach? Boys, I need to hear your opinion too. I need to share this wild experience from a day at the beach that has left me both shaken and furious. I'm hoping to get some perspectives on whether I overreacted or if I was justified. It was a gorgeous Saturday, and my friends and I decided to hit up the beach to relax and soak up some sun. I felt great in my new bikini. Oh, it's always great when you feel good in your bathing suit. That's like everything is right with the universe. Ready to enjoy the day, we set up our towels, slathered on sunscreen, and jumped into the water to cool off. After swimming for a bit, I was lounging on my towel when I noticed this guy, male, 30, hanging around with a group of his friends. At first, he seemed harmless, just chatting and having a good time, but then I caught him staring and I started to feel uncomfortable. A little while later, as I was adjusting my bikini top, I suddenly felt a tug. I whipped around to see him reaching for my bikini, and before I knew it, he was attempting to unzip my bra. Is the zipper in the front? Yeah, I guess. I was in complete shock. My first instinct was to yell, "What the hell are you doing?" Good instinct. He laughed it off and said, "Just messing around." Oh, what a immature fucking prick. Grow up. What are you in first grade? As if that made it okay. I couldn't believe my ears. My heart was racing and I felt violated. Yep, I would too. I told him to back off, but he kept smirking, clearly not taking me seriously. In that moment, something snapped. I slapped him across the face hard. The sound echoed across the beach, and everyone around us went silent. His friends were shocked, and I felt a rush of adrenaline. Rock on, sis. He looked stunned, and for a second I thought he might retaliate, but instead he just stepped back, looking bewildered. I shouted, "You think this is funny? It's not a joke when you cross the line." I walked away, my heart still pounding, but I felt a mix of anger and empowerment. My friends rallied around me, saying I did the right thing, and we reported him to a lifeguard just to make sure he didn't bother anyone else. Now I'm back home, and I can't stop thinking about it. Part of me wonders if I overreacted. Should I have handled it differently? Was slapping him too extreme? So am I the asshole for slapping him after he almost unzipped my bra at the beach? Am I the asshole? Boys, let me hear your opinion also. I don't think she is. I think she, I would hope I would do the same. Because that guy was way out of line. Like, just no manners. No fucking manners. And if you're going to be no manners, then you probably deserve to be slapped. This person says, NTA, he should have kept his hands to himself. And another person says, you did the right thing. Think about if you said or did nothing. What would he do next time? He's lacking basic decency and respect. Good on you. Oh, and this is another thing. So this person says, it's fake. Look at the OP profile. Now, I am not a complete moron. I realize that there are plenty of people that, write fake stories. But I like to suspend my disbelief and imagine that there are real people out there, because some of these are real, right? Okay, let's do one more. Okay, am I the asshole for cutting ties with my close friend after finding out they hid my partner's infidelity from me? So that apparently is our theme for this video, is whether or not you should tell someone if you know that their partner is cheating on you. I would love to hear what you guys think in the comments. If you give a damn. Okay, am I the asshole for cutting ties with my close friend after finding out they hid my partner's infidelity from me? I recently discovered that my partner had been cheating on me for months. What hurt even more was that learning that my best friend knew about it the entire time and never told me. When I confronted them, they said that they didn't want to get involved and were trying to protect me. I was devastated by the betrayal, not only from my partner, but from my friend as well. I decided to cut ties with both of them. Wow, good on you, girl. My friend is upset, saying that they didn't deserve to lose a friendship over something they didn't cause and that they were in a tough spot. Yes, yes, that nobody is saying that it's an easy thing to do, but just think of how would you want to be treated if you were the one being cheated on? Better to be the one who, lets them know instead of letting it go on for months. I feel justified in my decision, but now I'm questioning it. If I was too harsh, am I the asshole for ending the friendship? No, I'm going to say NTA because nothing is permanent, and friendships, relationships are of different people, come into your life and serve different purposes. So this is kind of unforgivable. It's like the friend, took his side instead of hers. She absolutely has every right to feel betrayed. Let's see what the comments said. NTA, well, they did choose. They chose to enable the cheater instead of showing loyalty to you. NTA, you trusted your friend to support you and have your back, and they failed you in a major way. It's understandable that you would want to distance yourself from someone who could keep such a huge secret from you. And let's be real, they were not in a tough spot. They were just being a bad friend. Time to find some better, more trustworthy friends. Anything else down here? This person says, cutting ties sounds totally justified to me. Being in a tough spot doesn't excuse staying silent about it, about something so serious. Not saying anything is a choice, and you're better off without that kind of friend. You deserve people who will stand by you and be honest no matter how hard it is. Exactly. I completely agree. Thanks for sticking around to the end if you did. This is my 1 year YouTube anniversary, and I got some new lights and I got a new camera, which I am still learning to use. I have a new laptop coming this week, so this is like my season 2 coming up. The first year of doing YouTube, pretty tough. It's a big learning curve, and so anyway, I'm trying to make my way. But if you like this kind of content where it's kind of storytelling, reading, commenting, please let me know in the comments. I would love to know. I read a lot to myself when I was a kid, and I have always loved reading out loud and doing all different voices and stuff. Anyway, if you like this video, please like it. Please subscribe. I would be ever so grateful. And I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much.